Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. So this is another everything I crocheted this week video. I am so excited. This is everything I crocheted from Saturday, September 2nd to Friday, September 8th. I believe this is the 5th video in this kind of series that I've been doing every week, and I'll have the playlist up here somewhere. And all of the videos in this fashion of the everything I crocheted this week will be on that playlist if you missed one and you're curious or you want to see a lot of other projects, because every week I've been making so many. I surprised myself this week. There's quite a few. There's a variation of sizes between big and small. So I have my water here, and yeah, let's get started. So the first thing, I have a bag here, and there's some turtles. There's 6 turtles in here, but 3 of them are from this week. Yes, Vivi. 3 of them are from last week, or I think a combination of last week and a couple weeks ago, because I had them all together in that bag because I was taking pictures of them for my pattern. This is my new sea turtle pattern. By the time this video is up, they might be out. I'll like put it on the screen if it's out already. When I'm recording this right now, I am still having a tester call for them. So I don't think this video is going to be up for a couple days though, so it's possible that the pattern is already out. It's a really easy pattern, so I don't think the testers will take too long with it. It's okay even if they do take a week though. It's a really fun pattern. So I have 3 turtles here, just in different colors. For the first one, I have made a hippo with this colorway before, and it was my Hiccup the Hippo pattern. And this right here is 2 strands of, like, I think a 3-weight yarn. They were very, very thin. One of them was variegated and the other one was kind of like a minty color. So I think they work perfect together, really cute. And I decided that I wanted to have the turtle body be blue. I wanted to make a second one, and I have the shell made, but I didn't completely finish it, so it's not here. I actually have a video, so I'll insert that here. So I was really excited. I love these 2 colors together. This is holding 1 strand of like a mint color and then 1 strand of a variegated color. And I just think it comes out so cute. So I decided to finish up both of these yarns and make another turtle shell. This is the second one that I've made, and I wanted to make one with like a blue head and one with a pink head. And I grabbed some pink yarn. It was pink Craft Smart yarn. I don't know why I didn't connect it, but as soon as I started placing the pieces on so I could sew it together, I think this yarn is a little bit too bright for the shell. So I don't know, maybe I'll put it together. It is cute, but I think I was trying to find something more like this light pink rather than a brighter pink. Even though this does look cute, I'm gonna check my yarn stash. If I have a pink that's more like this, then I'm gonna remake the head and the fins and just use these for another turtle in the future. But if I don't have another pink, then I'll probably just finish it up like this, because it does look cute. I just think it would look even better with a more like a baby pink. But yes, I wanted to have a pink one with a lighter pink. And to be honest, I haven't really gone through my yarn. This is the color that I tried. And it looked good here, but it just seems so bright. And this is kind of more of a peach. So I really just have like this darker and then like this bright pink. So I don't know. I wanted something more like this, but I ran out of this pink. So we'll see what happens with that turtle next week. But I used the same pattern, and all I did was just make a top. And this one is a strawberry turtle. And then this one is kind of like a maybe sunset kind of turtle. I was just using up the last of this variegated yarn, and I thought orange went very well with it. And I hadn't done an orange turtle yet, so I was excited to do that. So I got some very colorful turtles this week. Usually I have at least one that's green, like this color, but we don't have this green anymore. So I'm making very colorful turtles. So let me put those to the side. Okay, I'm gonna get a big one out of the way first, and then I actually have a few duplicates here this week, so that's exciting. This is the Ella the Elephant pattern. I believe it's a free pattern on Ravelry. It's a free download. So I love this pattern. I've been using it for years, ever since I first started crocheting. My very first commission order, I got it when I was like a month into crocheting, and it was for one of these elephants in gray. So this pattern is very special to me. I really love it and enjoy making it. It is a lot of sewing. You have to sew all the pieces on the head, the body, 2 arms, 2 ears, the trunk, and the legs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces, and you make a tail as well, so 11 pieces. I'd never make the tail. I just think it's cute like this, so I really enjoyed making this. This is using a 5mm hook and Craft Smart yarn in the color turquoise, so it's just like this. I had, as you can see, this is a second skein. So I had 2 skeins of this kind of dark turquoise color, and I think it's a very beautiful yarn color, but I don't gravitate very often to using my darker colors, and I think I kind of briefly talked about this last week as well, where I'm trying to use up yarns that I don't use too often. And as you can see on this side, there's like some repeated colors that kind of match this one. So I grabbed that whole skein and I first made this elephant, and then I was like, you know what, there's more than half of the skein left, let's finish it up. Which is crazy. That's, I mean, this is never enough, so it's like a huge ball. And yeah, I worked through it this whole week, so I think it took me like 3 days to finish it up. I love this pattern. This is a free pattern on Instagram for, I think it was Instagram, maybe it was a blog. I actually think it was a blog on a website, a free pattern on their website, so it's not a PDF, but it's so cute. I changed up the colors to make it look a little bit more like Perry the Platypus. I believe for theirs they do the bill and the tail in the same color, and I was like, well, I'm gonna change up the colors a little bit. Besides that, this is a really fun pattern. It works up very quickly, but again, it is a little bit of sewing. The bill, the tail, and all 4 legs are sewn on, so I really like that pattern though. Should I stick to the turquoise? Let's do that. Next, I made a Brontosaurus. This is from my pattern, my Brontosaurus pattern, and I love making these. I really do. For this one, I pulled out a second skein of yarn, and it's kind of like a variegated-ish blue. It's kind of got like a little bit of light blue and a little bit of dark blue in there, and some white as well. I have a couple skeins of this. It is a little bit of a lighter weight yarn, but it worked well, and I really enjoy making these Brontosaurus. They stand up on their own, but they're really fun. This pattern is available on my Etsy shop and Ravelry if you're interested. It's a very popular one, and yeah, I love making this in different weights of yarn and seeing the size differences too. Again, worsted weight yarn, 5mm hook, and it worked out pretty quick, so I'm happy about that. That's the 3rd project in that turquoise yarn. Then of course, as always, I had to make a couple little, I think these are called pocket octos, free pattern on Instagram. I'll have the designer's name right here, but really cute. I've been making these, I think, for the past 3 weeks in random colors, and to try to use up some yarn, I just made 2 more. I think they're cute, and they don't take too long. Those are a no-sew pattern, you do finish up like the round part of the body and then go back and attach the little frill to it. So it is no sewing, but you have to crochet that on top. Then I made, oh, I kind of forgot I made this. This is my Hiccup the Hippo pattern, and this is the one that I was saying that I made it in this color before. This was using two strands of yarn at the same time. So I was using this blue and the turquoise from the Bronto. So these two colors held together made this cute hippo. So his name is Hiccup the Hippo. This is my pattern. Again, you can find it on my Etsy, my Ravelry. It's a pretty close to no sew, but you do have to sew on the 2 ears and the tail, as well as this little snout part. However, I have had a couple people message me that all they sew on is the snout because they crochet the ears and the tail first, and as they're making the hippo, then they crochet the pieces on there. So in the end, all they sew on is the snout. So that is a possibility to make it less sewing. I heard people do that with like a bunch of different patterns as well, especially when you have something like this and you can crochet the arms first and then crochet them on rather than sew them on. So there's different things that you can do to make a pattern less sewing, but this one's a really fun one. Hiccup the Hippo, his little legs and his head and his body are all in one piece. I think he came out really cute. He's a little crooked there. Let's help him out. He came out cute and I enjoyed making him. It's been a while since I made this pattern, so I was happy to go back to one of my older patterns. Then, oh, this one was far. Working again with that turquoise yarn, I have this bunny. This is a free pattern on Instagram. I enjoyed making this. I think this is the third one that I've made, and sometimes I put little bows on them. I didn't do that this time, but it's really cute. I think it was a fun make. Okay. Then let's see, what do I show you guys? Oh my gosh, this week I bought so many patterns between the last 2 weeks. I think I've probably spent like $30 at least in patterns, but I love it. I can't help it. I love supporting other designers, and when I see a really cute pattern, it's hard to not. So I bought this pattern. I think it's called Split and Splat, something like that. They're supposed to be aliens, so you get 2 sizes in the pattern, and what happens is that the small size goes inside, so you have a little alien with a little alien baby. And I'm not a huge fan of aliens. I don't like the green aliens. I'm not really a fan of. However, I think these are so cute, and I remember the reason I made these first, and then I made the octos because I wanted to show you guys the difference, because these two look very similar, and I've been showing these a lot in my recent videos, so I wanted to show you guys the difference of them. This pattern uses bobble stitches, so it's really cute, whereas this one uses frill. It's still cute as well, but it's different. And then with this pattern, the little antennas are crocheted onto there, so it's a little different. They're kind of similar, but I really enjoyed working on this and using up my yarn. Again, with this one, I did the same thing as the hippo. I used 2 strands of worsted weight yarn and an 8mm hook. For the little one, I used a 5mm hook with 1 strand of yarn. This pattern calls for like that really beautiful chunky yarn. I don't know what it's called because unfortunately I don't work with it often because I don't have a lot of it. I'm trying to build up my collection of like chunkier yarn so I can work with it more if I have more colors to work with. I hope that makes sense. So what I did was, instead of using like a chunky thick yarn, I just doubled my yarn for the big one and then used one strand for the little one, and it worked out. I think it's so cute. Also, I ran out of this dark turquoise yarn, so you can see on the inside I ended up using one strand of this and one strand of brown in there, but you can't really tell unless you're looking for it, so I made sure to put that on the inside of the big guy. And then I made an extra little one, so I have two little babies. And with that, no, I was gonna say with that I finished the turquoise yarn, but that was a lie. One more project. So I love making these Triceratops dinosaurs, and I had to make one in the turquoise, and with this, it was actually with this one I finished the yarn, but in the order I'm showing it to you right now, this is the last of the turquoise. So I got a ton of projects out of the turquoise yarn. I got this Triceratops, this, oh, I guess I made two baby aliens, but they came out different sizes because this yarn was thicker. So, oh, that's right, because this one, it fits in here, but it's a little snug. So I made it again in this one, which is also worsted weight, but a thinner worsted weight, and it fit perfectly. So anyways, I got sidetracked. For the turquoise yarn, I made a alien, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then these 9 and 10, even though these used a different color as well, but 10 projects. I think that's quite a bit, and I was so excited to finish up a big skein of yarn. And I recently bought some blanket yarn, so I took this skein out and put a blanket yarn roll or skein in that little hole. So again, trying to use up the yarn that I pull out. So with this same yarn holding 2 strands, I made this Triceratops as well. So both of these dinosaurs are Triceratops, but they're different versions of Triceratops. This one, I bought the pattern last week. I think it was like 3 days ago maybe. Really fun pattern. I actually got a pattern pack of different dinosaurs because, like I always say, I love dinosaurs, and I was excited to finally get this. I've been having my eye on it for so long, and I caved and I bought it, and I'm so happy I did. There's 4 other, I think, dinosaurs in the pattern pack, and I will be making them all, but this one was the first one that I made. And yeah, then I continued on making Triceratops, but this version. So with the leftover of that yarn, because I wanted to finish it up, I made actually 4 Triceratops. So cute. I love this colorway. It's like Easter looking, but also spring, and like just really cute. It's like baby looking. So I made 4. And then I ran out because I'm holding 2 strands of yarn at the same time. I ran out of the minty color. So I still had the variegated, which is like the pink, blue, yellow. That's all 1 strand. So I held the variegated yarn with white yarn. However, this one is bigger than this one because this white yarn was like regular thickness of a worsted weight yarn, and remember these 2 are kind of in sport weight, so it was like holding a worsted weight yarn with a thinner yarn, so that's why this one came out quite a bit bigger. And then I used the scraps of the mint to make the horns, because I thought if I did them in white it would blend in a bit much because the body is in white. And then I made a pink Triceratops. And in that pink, I also made 2 worry worms. I found this pattern on Instagram, and it's a free pattern, really cute. I think I messed up though because this one's a lot thinner than this one, and my increases and decreases are, the thing is, the pattern tells you to place the eyes before you get to like the curved part. So I had to redo one of the worms twice because it ended up the eyes were here, and I didn't want it to be right. Like I wanted it to look like this. So I had to redo the pattern and strategically place the stitches so it would curve to the side of it and not like, you know, having the eyes here and that's how it curves. I think that's just personal preference, and then I'm sure once you make this pattern a couple times, you get the hang of where to put the eyes. I do want to remake this pattern and change the color halfway so they look like gummies, like gummy worms. I think that'd be cute, and I think that's it for the pink yarn. The very last few projects that I have to show you guys today. So this one was kind of funny. I actually have a couple of videos for these projects, so I'm going to go ahead and insert those here. I'm trying to use up this yarn, and so far I've gotten two really cute triceratops from it. I think there might be enough to make one more, so I'm like, do I risk it? Do I try to get one more and potentially not finish it? But I think there should be enough, so let's see. Hopefully there's enough to get 3 of these cute triceratops, and then this is not finished. I still have to go back and do the horns, but I do like this yarn. The white bits do peel quite a bit though, so I have to go back after and kind of pull at the white bits when I think it's like excessive. You can kind of see like a halo, but I do like this yarn. I think it's really pretty, and this is the last skein that I have of this, so let's see if we can get a 3rd triceratops from it. I got 3 super cute triceratops, and I do have a little bit left over. I'm positive though there's not enough in here to make another, so I'm gonna try to figure out a pattern that doesn't use a lot of yarn, and maybe I can use this up. So I risked it. I tried to make a 4th, but there was not enough yarn, and yeah, I'm gonna have to frog this and see if I could make something else out of the yarn, or I don't know. I don't want to have it be a scrap ball because I probably wouldn't use it because there's so little, so I'm trying to finish it up right now. So as you saw, I have 3, what did I just call these? I want to say T-Rex so bad. They're not T-Rex, they're not Brontosaurus, they're Triceratops. I have 3 Triceratops dinosaurs, and they're so cute. I really love this yarn. You do have like, you know, some white bits flying around, and you can kind of peel off some of them, so I'm not too sure how I feel about that. However, I really love working with chunky yarn, and I had so much fun with these. So I did make the 3, and I failed at making a 4th, even though I really tried. With that scrap, I then tried to make a Mabel chicken, and I also failed. There wasn't enough, so I had to undo that, and finally, to finish it off, I went with 2 little octos, and there's no pattern for these. I just winged it, and it was perfect. I had just enough to weave in both ends, and I finished up the yarn. As you can see, the eye placement, it's the same pattern that I used. The eye placement is just different, and it really changes up the look of the amigurumi, so that's something fun to keep in mind. Where you put your eyes really makes a difference, because it's the same pattern, same eye size, just different placement. I think I like this one more. I think I did this one second. So I think this was first and this one was second. But yeah, they're cute. So those were all the projects this week. Quite a few projects. Yeah, I've been crocheting quite a bit. I'm a homebody, so I really enjoy just relaxing at home, watching a movie, crocheting. That is what I classify as fun. Of course, I love going out too, but if there's no plans, I'm perfectly fine staying home and crocheting. I think that is such a fun time, honestly. I do want to make a note that in the last video where I showed you guys what I made the week prior, there is a really fun surprise at the end. There's a giveaway for celebrating having 2,000 subscribers, which is crazy. Thank you so much. So I recorded that video a couple days ago, but I didn't have the chance to post it till yesterday. So people are still entering. Of course, I just posted the video yesterday, and usually I would have said the winner in this video, but again, since I just posted it yesterday, I'm gonna announce the winner for that giveaway in the very next video of everything I crocheted last week. So the winner will be announced in one more week. So hopefully that makes sense, and I'm really excited. Thank you guys so much for 2,000. I'm gonna pause the video, count up all these plushies, and I'll be right back. I think this is a record. 29 plushies, 29 amigurumis this week. That's absolutely insane. I think one week we did 27, but I'm pretty sure that's the week that I took a week off as well. So it was 27 plushies within 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure that's the week I got my wisdom teeth removed. But 29 in 1 week. Oh my goodness, that's a record. I'm not trying to top it. Whatever happens next week, but I don't think it's gonna be 29 or more. But yeah, that's really cool because there was a variety of different sizes. I think that's what helped a lot. I really made a lot of triceratops this week, but I also had some bigger plushies, so quite the variety. Yeah, I was just really motivated and challenging myself to finish up this yarn and this yarn and this yarn, and I did. So very exciting. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know which pattern that you saw today was your favorite. Good luck if you're entering in the video that I posted last week. Yeah, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.